Hello, hello. I think I'm on. Yes, I am. Yeah, I got a hat. Again. In school. Crazy, I know. Hey, we're doing 7.6 today, and we've been talking about percents, and last lesson was about percent of change. So if I have 15 apples and a couple ravens bring one each, so two more, I went from 15 to 17. That percent of change would be, well, 2 is what percent of 15? It's 13% roughly, so it'd be a 13% increase, right? So that's what we talked about last time. Now, I actually noticed on one of your assignments that you turned in that some of you were talking about this is kind of cool, actually. Yeah, I'll use this in life. And yeah, you will. This chapter is about percent applications. We, especially here in America, we like to shop. We like to buy things. I think all over the world people do, but here's something I like to buy. Ooh. I don't buy a lot of them because, I got one and got all I need, but guitars. So if you were had your eye on a guitar, it's a really nice one, but it's a little expensive, you might wait for the sale, right? There might be a sale coming up or something. So let's check this out. You're shopping for a guitar and you find one with an original price of $160. The store is offering a 30% discount on all guitars. What is the sale price of the guitar? So they're going to take 30% discount. It's on sale. Sweet. How do we figure that out? Well, if you, in class we've been doing some of these things in our head, and I think it's fun. 30%, stick with me here, 30% of 160. What's 10% of 160? 10% of 160 is 16. Just move the decimal place 1. So 10% is 16. What's 30%? It's 16 times 3. And 16 times 3 is roughly, 3 times 10 is 30, and 6, 18, $48. Boom. 160 minus $48, roughly 50 bucks. The guitar is going to cost you about $110, right? $112 to be specific. See? You can do all that right there in the store and be like, I think I got that much. I'm going to buy it, right? Instead of having to, bust out your phone or whatnot to try to figure that out. So let's check this out. A retail store buys items from manufacturers at wholesale prices. Let me go back to here. Wholesale prices. You guys need to understand that wholesale means, like, if I sell bikes at a bike store, I'm going to buy the bikes from the manufacturer, whoever makes the bikes. I don't make the bikes. I buy them from somewhere else at a wholesale price. That's like a cheaper price. And then I mark them up. See this word markup? I mark them up. I sell them at a higher price to you, to the public, so that I can make some money, right? The increase in the wholesale price of an item is a markup. A decrease in the price of an item is a discount. Now, often, stores, retail stores, meaning stores that you walk into and buy things at, they always mark their products up. And then, sometimes it'll go on sale, but let's say this is the wholesale. This is how much they bought it for. They'll do a markup so they can make money, so they can make a profit. And then if they put it on sale, they just make less profit. But they still make profit, right? So, yeah, basic business one-on-one right here. A decrease in the price of an item is a discount. All right. So let's check this out. The retail price is the price that you see at the store. Okay, it's the wholesale price plus the markup. Sale price is the original price, which would be the original retail price, right? Minus the discount. So let's do a problem here. This guitar problem. What is basically you start with 160, right? And you're taking off. It's a discount of 30%. So what does that look like on a calculator? It's 160. To find 30%, what do? You multiply by what? By 30? No. by the decimal form of 30%, which gives me 48. Remember I did that in my head earlier. So does the guitar cost $48? Yeah, sweet! No, that's the discount. So it's 160 minus 48. So the sale price, the price that I'm going to pay, is $112, which is what they have right down there. See at the bottom of your screen? I hope that's showing. Alright. Now, okay, that's a pretty easy concept, but what if you're on the other side of the business? Okay? What if you are the business owner and you're buying items, products at wholesale price, and you want to know, you're trying to make this certain amount of profit so that you can, whatever your financial goals are, and you know that people in your community will pay about this much for that product. How much do you mark it up, right, from the wholesale price? So check this out. Clothing. A shirt has a wholesale price of $16. The percent markup is 120%. What is the retail price? Now, this word markup is actually a percent. Remember percent of change? It's an increase. So $16 is going to be increased by 120% of $16. Okay? So what is 120%? Do 16 times 1.2 is the decimal form of 120%. 19.2. Now careful guys, 19.2 isn't what you're going to sell it for. If you sold it for $19.20, you would only make $3.20 on that shirt. Hardly worth the shipping and the hassle, right? No, this is the markup amount. That's how much you're adding on top of 16. So add 16 here. You're going to sell it for $35.20, this shirt. All right? So 120% of 16, 1.2 times 16, 19.2. Add the markup to the wholesale price, which is what they show over here. All right? We're finding a retail price to the wholesale price plus the markup. Yeah, you tracking here? Retail price of the shirt is $35.20. Yeah, I got this shirt right here for, I wonder if you can see that. Got this shirt for Christmas this last year, and it says, the Great PNW, I don't know if you can see that at the bottom, Pacific Northwest. It's a cool shirt. I like it. It's comfortable. It's V-neck, kind of cool. But I think they paid, is that like kind of a specialty store? I think they paid 20 or 25 bucks for this shirt. You think it cost that much to that store, the wholesale price of this shirt, 20, 25 bucks? No. The wholesale price of this shirt was probably $5, maybe 7, 8. So they marked it up by over 100%. They probably, they made good profit on that. When you hear the word profit margins, that's how much profit a company is making off of this product that they sell. So if you can keep your costs down to make something and sell it, mark it up by 200% or more, and sell that to people, then that means you have high profit margins. That's good. That means you make more money. All right. Okay, so a couple more things when it comes to this. I'm looking at my time here, and I don't see. Oh, we're at 9 minutes. Cool. So finding sales tax. Okay, some states charge more sales tax than others, and so the price tag that you see on this item isn't actually the price you're going to pay. When you get to the register, it's going to cost more because of sales tax, right? So portable CD player. You guys even know what that is? MP3 player. Do you even know what that is? All right, a phone, we'll say, costs $48 before tax. Okay, the sales tax is 4.5%. What is the total cost? Well, you're going to take 4.5% of 48, add it on top, right? And they're going to do that here. 4.5% of 48. Decimal form, remember, 2 decimal places. So you're going to do 0.045 times 48 to find what 4.5% of 48 is, right? Remember, always remember, the word of in math always means times. 4.5% of 48. Okay? So 216 is going to be the sales tax. Add that to the retail price, and that's going to be the total you'll pay at the register. Alrighty, righty. Let's flip it over and look at this last one. So when you go to a restaurant, you're supposed to tip, right? Maybe in class you can ask me how I feel about tips and tipping. I have mixed feelings. Anyway, so your food bill at a restaurant, 24 bucks, you leave a 20% tip. For those of you that don't know, when you tip at a restaurant, 10% is kind of cheap. 20% I have heard is, yeah, that's a good tip. Average is 15%. So, in case you were wondering. Your bill is 24, you leave a 20% tip, sales tax is 6%. What's the total cost? Well, remember, 20% of 24 and 6% of 24. We got to add those on top. So, the amount of the tip, 20%, hey, wait a second here. We can do this in our heads, right? $24, 10% of $24 is $2.4, $2.40. Double that, because it's not 10%, it's 20%. So, $2.40 doubled is $4.80. Boom, $4.80 tip. Now, you could just round that to $5, right? So, $4.80, but we're not rounding here in this problem. $4.80. Sales tax, 6% of $24 is that. Add those all together to get that. Okay, I think you get it. Oh, look, I haven't even used my paper here yet. There is a problem that I want to show you from your assignment. So I'm actually going to scoot this forward a little bit. There we go. So let's take a look at this. Number 4. It says find the sale price or the retail price. So that means that if it's a discount, you're finding the sales price, right? Or if you are the business owner and you're doing a markup, then you're finding the retail price. So in this case, the wholesale price is $25. The percent markup, or the percent of increase, is 65%. So we're finding the retail price here that we're going to charge. So 25, see if I can use my paper here. $25 plus whatever 65% of 25 is. Bust it out, 0.65 times 25, 1625. All right, and gonna add 25 on top of that. $41.25. That's the retail price. Going, gone. But there was one more. If we have time, I might even show you a word problem here. This one. Tell whether the new price is a discount or a markup. Then find the percent of discount or markup. The percent of decrease or percent of increase, right? So let's look at 23. The old price is $55. The new price is $121. Is that on sale or is that a markup? Yeah, you should not be thinking sale. That would be a horrible sale. Yeah, it's on sale for $121. That doesn't make sense, huh? No, this is a markup, right? So we went from 55 to 121. What is that difference there? How much did it jump up? Well, do 121 minus 55 to find that difference. That jumped up $66. Okay? So now we have to find out what percent of 55 $66 is. Right? Because we started with $55. We added a percentage on top, a percentage of 55, which is $66. We added that on top. So think about it this way. 66 is what percent of 55? 66 is what percent of 55? Now watch this. Here's a sneak peek at our next lesson. That sentence I just said, 66 is what percent of 55? I can write that out using math symbols. This is kind of fun. 66 is, the symbol in math for is equals. 66 is what percent, P percent, because I don't know what percent of 5. What does of mean? Multiplication. So I'm going to do a big parentheses for multiplication. Sorry, not 5, but 55 is what percent of 55. Now, we don't actually use percent in equations like this, right? We actually change it to a decimal form. So I'm actually just going to rewrite this 66 P 55. And P is going to be the actual decimal form. We'll change that to a percent later. So now can we solve for P? Yeah. Divide both sides by 55. You guys are pros at this by now, right? And let's see what that gives us. 66 divided by 55. 1.2. So 1.2 equals P. That's the decimal form of this percentage. So what's the actual percentage? 1.2 in percent form, move it 2 over this way, is 120%. Now let's backtrack and just make sure we're right. We started with 55, right? Old price is 55. The new price is 121. So we're saying that we did a markup of 120%. So let's check this. 55 times 1.2, or 120%, 66. We add that on top of 55, and that should give us 121. Yeah, nice. Okay. Oh, I'm at 17 minutes. So I'm going to end up with that. You can re-watch that, all right, if that was kind of hard to understand the first time round. All right, good luck.